Yes, good morning everyone. Children, last time we have discussed about male reproductive system and then we discussed about structure of sperm in detail. So today we will discuss next part, that is female reproductive system. And a female reproductive system comprises of one pair of ovary, one pair of oviduct, which are also known as fallopian tube. You should know their other name. And a single uterus. And one more is there, that is vagina. So these are the part of female reproductive system. क्या क्या पार्ट हैं? वन पेयर ऑफ ओवरी, वन पेयर ऑफ oviduct, one pair of fallopian tube, and oviduct, both are same thing, and uterus, single uterus is there and a single vagina is there. Now have a look at the diagram. This is the diagram of female reproductive system. In case of female, there are present two ovaries. This is one ovary and this is two ovaries. Ovaries function is to produce egg. What do they produce? They produce egg. And ovary is the main sex organ in female. जैसे मेल में मेन सेक्स ऑर्गन was testes, whose function was to produce sperm. Similarly, in female, it is ovary and function is to produce egg. And size of ovary is just like the size of an almond. Clear? Now the next part of female reproductive system is fallopian tube or oviduct. So there are two oviduct. One is this I have drawn. I can mark you there. This is one oviduct and this is another oviduct. Two oviducts are there, which are also called fallopian tube. And what is the function of oviduct? The egg which is being produced by the ovary, it is released into the oviduct. And within here in the oviduct, the fertilization take place. What does fertilization means now? Fertilization क्या होता है? When egg meet with sperm, that is called fertilization. Is that clear? So, what is the function of oviduct? Oviduct is the place where meeting of egg and sperm take place. And the act of meeting of egg and sperm is known as fertilization. Is it clear, children? Now, as you know that sperm are produced in male's body, in the male reproductive system, then how do they reach here in the oviduct? So, the sperm are released by the male during sexual intercourse. The sperm are being released by the male through its penis into the vagina of the female. And then the sperm, millions of sperm are released there actually. Then the sperm, they move through the various part, uterus and all. And then finally they reach here. And here in the fallopian tube there is egg also. This is egg, suppose. So this egg, and out of millions of sperm, only one of the sperm fuses with the egg. So this act of fusion of egg with the sperm is called fertilization. So what is the function of this oviduct? Within the oviduct, fertilization take place. Is it clear, children? Okay. Now the next part of the reproductive system is uterus. As you can see here in the diagram, this pear-shaped organ, this is uterus. Uterus is the pear-shaped organ. And what is happening here in the uterus? The two oviduct, they open into the uterus. Now, what is the function of uterus? First of all, you should know uterus is also known by the name of womb. This is common name of uterus, womb. And what is the function of uterus? That I'll tell you. As I told that here fertilization of egg and sperm take place. And when egg meet with sperm, both of them, they fuse together and they form a single cell. And that single cell is called zygote. So if it is asked you that how do a zygote formed, what you will write? A zygote is formed by the fusion of egg and sperm. And it is a single cell structure. One cell structure hota hai ye. Then the zygote start dividing. And it form a multicellular structure. And when it form a multicellular structure, then first zygote was there. And when it form a multicellular structure, it is known as embryo. What it is called? It is called embryo. Now the embryo this is the embryo group of cell. It move into the uterus and it attaches itself to the wall of uterus and remain here in the uterus for the period of 9 months. 9 month. And here it make a prominent tissue जिसका नाम होता है placenta. In high classes you will study in detail about that. So it take nourishment from the uterus of the mother and start growing, and within a period of 9 months it grow into a complete fetus. Now children, I have used three terms here. One term was zygote, another term was embryo, third term was fetus. Now what are they? We will discuss it just now. Is it clear? So what I told just now, is that clear or not? So what is uterus? How many uterus do we have? Single uterus. What is the shape? Pear shape. Both the fallopian tube, they open into uterus. And what happen in the uterus? The embryo get implanted to the wall of uterus. Implantation का मतलब होता है fix हो जाना और वहाँ पे nourishment लेके grow करना. So the embryo get implanted to the wall of uterus and it grows into a complete fetus for the period of 9 months there. Clear? Now the next part of female reproductive system is this, which is called vagina. What is this? It is called vagina, and another name of vagina is, it is called birth canal also. Birth canal. Now what is its function? It plays two important functions. First function, during sexual intercourse, it receives the penis of the male and receive the sperm. That is the first function, that it receives the penis of the male which releases sperm into it. And its second function is, when the fetus in the uterus of the mother is fully developed, पूरी तरह से fetus बन जाता है, then the muscles of the uterus, they contract and the baby is pushed out, it is released out from the vagina. So because of that, the vagina is known as birth canal, because it is the track through which the baby is released out. So that is all about female reproductive system. Your today's work is to draw about it and draw its diagram and write its explanation. Children, you will watch the video, sit there with your notebook and write down the various points, various parts of female reproductive system, and write down their function as I said. Thank you.